Welcome to the story of Jesus Feeds 5,000. This story is from the Gospel of John, chapter 6, verses 1 through 14. The lesson focus for grades 5 and 6 is, Jesus feeds us and fills our every need. All four Gospels contain the story of the miracle of Jesus feeding thousands. Each Gospel has a different focus and details, but the basic storyline is the same. There's a large crowd of people following Jesus. When it's time for lunch, they're hungry, but the only food to be found is a few loaves of bread and a couple of fish. In Jesus' hands, that small lunch is plenty for thousands. John's Gospel is the only one that mentions that the loaves and fishes came from a child, and only in the Gospel of John does this story take place at the time of Passover. This detail can remind us of God providing for the Israelites as they wandered in the wilderness after they escaped from Egypt. After leading the people through the Red Sea, God provided food, manna, for the people. There was enough for everyone, but none that could be hoarded or saved. Through Jesus, God multiplies a few fish and loaves of bread to feed all the people on the mountain, and there are leftovers. There is more than enough. The theme of abundance is clear in this story. There's more than enough, even when it seems like somebody, many bodies in fact, will have to go hungry. God provides abundantly. Jesus fed all the people, and there were 12 baskets of leftovers. The mention of a child in this story is especially important when you're teaching children. One boy shares his lunch. He participates in the miracle by his generosity. This is a wonderful story for talking about sharing and being God's hands in the world. We can help. We can share. Think of it. Sharing, that thing that we've been taught since we were toddlers, helps God provide for all. Jesus feeds us and fills our every need. This message, too, can be shared. When we help to feed the hungry, advocate for the homeless, care for those down on their luck, we help God provide for all, and we spread the good news of Jesus. The story of Jesus Feeds 5,000 shows us that Jesus feeds us and fills our every need. Kids have strong feelings about their favorite foods. They can get very cranky when they're hungry. You can use memories of such hungry times and the anticipation of a delicious meal to add emotional depth to this retelling of the loaves and fishes miracle from the Gospel of John. When kids take center stage in the Bible, like in this story, it's a powerful opportunity to help the kids in your class feel empowered. Make sure the kid at the center of this story, the one with the food, isn't glossed over, but rather raised up as a kid who helped Jesus do great work. In the Do the Masses math leaflet activity, kids will have to perform some creative division and multiplication and fill in some intentional blanks in the instructions. Check on students who might seem stuck and drop hints where appropriate. Not everyone is a gifted mathematician. When kids look at the Feed the World activity, outline some clear steps for getting involved with the organizations listed. Point out that their actions can make a difference, just like the kid in the story made a difference. The bread and fish basket toss offers kids a break from reading, writing, and mathematical brain work. Encourage kids to have fun and be energized. A little friendly competition is okay, but remind kids to keep a supportive atmosphere. Whether we realize it or not, Jesus is working in our everyday lives. Jesus feeds us and fills our every need.